Danny DeVito's character in Disney's Hercules, Philoctetes, has long been a fan favourite, and now, Disney villains Hades #1 has set up the perfect opportunity to share more about Phil's tragic backstory. Let me know in the comment section if you were a fan of Phil from Hercules, and should Disney do more with his character in the future. But before I catch Phil in the bushes in my garden being a peeping Tom,
What's the matter, little guy? You stuck?
Whoa! Hey, butt out, buddy!
I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick, and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, the comic series has introduced one of the heroes he worked with previously, and the series could go on to show his past, depicting what led to his eventual hesitation to work with new would-be heroes. Disney Villains Hades #1 by Elliot Kalan and Alessandro Rinaldi is the start of the latest in Dynamite comic series of prequels focusing on Disney iconic animated villains. When Hercules meets Philoctetes in Hercules, the satyr reveals his collection of hero training memorabilia, highlighting Perseus, Theseus and Achilles. The trainer is depicted at having experience with epic quests. Disney Villains Hades #1 introduces Hades' main opposition to his Golden Fleece heist, Jason of Iolcus. Jason is best known for his journey to find the fleece alongside the Argonauts. In mythology, Philoctetes was part of the Argonaut crew. In Hercules, the titular character bumps his head on the mast of the Argo, Jason's mythic ship. Hercules is surprised to discover it is part of the ship, and Phil sarcastically says, "Who do you think taught Jason how to sail, Cleopatra?" Dynamite's Disney villain comics have already contained significant revelations about the company's animated franchises, and Hades is no exception. Presented as a party boy in the first issue, Jason has driven his uncle Peleus to the brink of madness, and as a result, Jason is tasked with stealing the Golden Fleece. Thus far, Philoctetes has not been seen, though he is sure to make an appearance soon, if this story takes further inspiration from the original myth, bringing the fan favourite satyr to the foreground. Not including him would be a major misstep for the series, given there is such a great opportunity to show him at his most enthusiastic point. Philoctetes long wanted to see one of his heroes he trained up in the stars, finally achieving this dream when Hercules came along. It would be incredible to see Phil earlier in his career, before his hopes were dashed by Achilles' demise. Jason will likely be a handful for him, based on his personality in Disney Villains Hades #1, but Phil should still have the fervor for training he lacked when first meeting Hercules. Danny DeVito's performance as Phil in Disney's Hercules is one of the most fun, bittersweet elements of the film, and Disney Villains Hades has the perfect chance to expand the character's story. I must admit, these comics seem such a far cry from what Disney has been producing over the last, I can't remember how many years. I know it's not Disney publishing these comics, but it still has their name stamped on it, so I'm quite surprised. These villains comics are going into much more detail about things, especially the Scar issues, which I did a video about, where the theory about the hyenas was very much confirmed. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch up there.